know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today Leo, you guys got Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, number 37, making a 10. So it's interesting because you have 10, 10, right Leo? So there's an ending here. Now this could be talking about an ending of a relationship with this ring here, the ending of a commitment. This was obviously with the ring a long-term commitment or something very serious like a marriage, or you guys have been dating for a very long time. I'm getting endings though. Again, endings could imply new beginnings as well. So maybe you're starting a relationship, but with this tower here, I'm getting more of an ending. I'm also getting, with the line coming out for your own read, right? Like, Leo, that is your animal, right? Like the lion. I feel like they're trying to say that just how it's like be generous of spirit, I feel like they're saying be generous of yourself. Like be generous about who you are. And I think that that's how this ending is coming about, by being generous, by being like your number one supporter, right? Like sometimes I feel like, it's hard for people to understand us. It's hard for people to see where we're coming from. It's hard for people to, we're all unique individual selves. And it's really hard sometimes for others to really understand where we're coming from. Like communication obviously is like the only way to kind of spread our ideas to others and shit like that. But I'm getting here that just how they're saying being generous to spirit, be generous to yourself. Like don't doubt yourself, basically. If you have a very like strong feeling that this is something that you should be doing or not doing, whatever it is, support yourself at this time. Like again, sometimes, this seems to be a very big ending, because I feel like we got a similar message last week, and it's like, of course an ending brings a new beginning, but sometimes maybe you can get stuck in the ending. Maybe sometimes we get stuck in like things ending and we can't really see a way out towards a new beginning. And they're telling you like your way out is by supporting yourself, like believing in yourself. It's like maybe it's hard for others to see where you're going, but if you have a vision for your life and you have an idea of like where you want your life to go, then support yourself. You know what I mean? No matter how hard or how alone you might feel. And spirit is there guiding you. Okay, so let's pull more cards and see what this is about. So Leo, I feel some sort of like entrapment here. I feel like somebody is counseling you poorly, and I think that's what this tower is. I don't think that the tower is that I don't think that the tower is that you're not like trying to be with this person. I think like, when relationships end, I feel like we kind of have a feeling things are headed down, like things are not headed in the right direction. It's not like a thing that happens. Usually, from my experience, it's not something that like happens, one day somebody does something and that's it, you're done with them. I feel like this is something that like takes a little bit of time. You kind of start to see that you guys are not fitting together anymore. You might have grown apart. You might have, whatever happened here. I don't think that the relationship is like the shocking thing, that the relationship isn't working is shocking. I feel like what's shocking to you and why you have the tower out here twice is the fact that someone has been counseling you poorly. Like someone has been giving you bad advice. Someone has been telling you like, the sky is green and the sky is blue. You know what I mean? Like it's like an uncompromising truth that the sky is blue, right? So why is this person counseling you poorly? With the tower and the counselor, like why are they telling you something that's not the truth? With the Ace of Swords in reverse, this is someone telling you a lie. So it's not even about this relationship. It's about who the fuck is guiding you. Now, maybe this is you guiding yourself and you've been lying to yourself. Like, we can look at it in that way. But I actually feel like it's another person, because we have the counselor here, and the counselor is usually someone who's like a little bit objective and they can like give you good advice. So it's crazy to me that somebody here is trying to lead you in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you're literally looking at. It's not the fact that like this relationship's ending, because you know, when relationships are over and commitments are over and marriages are over, that's a shitty experience in itself. Like, no one likes to say, yeah, I spent so much time with this person and now, you know, things aren't working out. So, you know, maybe you were looking for someone's help and someone's opinion on this relationship to be like, you know, should I stay here? Should I work it out? Like, you know, like, I think you were looking for help and advice and guidance. And again, I feel like whoever you were asking told you like a lie. Like, they counseled you poorly. I felt the word trap, and like, now I'm getting like a manipulation tactic behind it in some sort of way as well. Like, someone just telling you like the wrong thing, you know what I mean? This is like someone saying to you, I don't know, like, I like your spouse more than you. Like, the person you ask for advice, I like them more than you, honestly. Like, I think you're being a piece of shit, you know, like, and you're like, well, you're my best friend, I'm asking you for advice. I mean, unless you're a real dick, like, no one would say that to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think that, Leo, you're a dick. Like, I don't think that you're like a bad person. So the fact that someone's trying to counsel you poorly or say something that's really like, I just see this not being fair, and I see this being actually super just weird. Like, let's see who you asked for advice. Let's see if we can get who you asked. And there we have it. We have literally family with imprisonment. Yeah, it's like the people that you're asking had to be someone in your family. So it could be somebody different. But I was like, who did Leo ask for help? Who did Leo ask for guidance? And it was your family with imprisonment. And like, I can't see anything more selfish than somebody trying to gain something from giving advice that's not true. Again, everyone has different perspectives. So let's say, like, you know, they really just genuinely didn't want you to leave this person. They really just genuinely did not want, you know, they thought that this was a great person, etc. Like, they didn't know all the details. You know what I mean? But I'm not getting that. I'm getting like this person knew a lot. Maybe they knew like you were super unhappy. You know, like maybe they knew that you were unhappy this entire time, right? If somebody really truly cares about you, they're gonna say like, you know, I know you've been unhappy. So if you think that like leaving this person is gonna make you happy or gonna change, you know, your life in some sort of way, or again, if you're just unhappy with this person, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, it's like they saw something it's so blatantly true. Like, okay, like Leo's unhappy. It's like you're like, I'm really unhappy, guy. Like, I'm super unhappy. Like, I can't help it. I just don't feel happy. I don't feel like this is the right person for me. I'm not confused. I'm just unhappy. And someone tells you you're wrong. Like, you know, that happened to me. I was so unhappy. But, you know, then I got married and everything got better. Like, it's like the shit that I feel like someone's telling you. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Like, at the end of the day, like, whoever this is, it made no sense. And you're seeing through that lie. You see with the King of Air, you're seeing through the lie. And especially about this union. The union's in reverse, okay? So it's like, whatever happened here, it's already done. I feel like you've already left this person. But the fact is that someone tried to conflict the king. You know what I mean? Like, there's a 9 of Swords here, which is anxiety, which is stress in the realms of the mind, right? Because it's a sword. And you're coming up as the king. So it's kind of funny to me that someone's trying to like tell you that you're wrong. Meanwhile, you're literally coming up as the King of Sword. That's like saying to, I don't know. That's like saying to someone who's like an expert in like some sort of history that they're wrong. Meanwhile, like that's what they've been studying for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell somebody, it's like someone who has a master's degree in like some specific history. You can't tell that person they're wrong because they've studied that their entire life. And that's what I'm feeling from you. It's like you're 100% sure that you're right. And this person who's misguiding you on this relationship, I think that's the big shock here. And it's somebody in your family. It's someone who I feel like is trying to manipulate the situation for their benefit. I don't know what they would gain. So, I mean, again, I don't want to get into their motives and like what the fuck they're doing and why they feel like you should be in this relationship or what it brings to them in their life. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. why they would care so much. But all I'm getting is like there's a selfish reason behind this, and that's the truth. And you were right all along. You know, you've been right this entire time. So regarding this relationship, whatever it is, I feel like you're right. You know what I mean? Like you're right. You have been misguided, and there's been people the people in your family have not been giving you like good advice, I would want to say, for some sort of reason, some selfish reason, which has been a block. And now I feel like it's not anymore. And that's what I was getting with the meditative session, like trust yourself, right? We see the line here twice. So I would look up lines and like look at them up as a spirit animal, as a totem animal. They have, you know, a lot of wisdom that they can share with you, the spirit animal of line. But I'm definitely getting like, this is bringing out the core essence of who you are, right? Like this difference is bringing out something within you that I feel like you might not have even recognized ever before, or you haven't seen before in your life. So I think this is actually really important for you, this decision that you're making, and the decision that you're making to kind of stick with what your gut is telling you. I think that's also bringing you a lot of like, again, it could bring you an anxiety, but I don't think it's that. I think what's bringing you, again, anxiety is whatever the other people here is saying. Because, again, that's a tower moment for you twice. You know, the fact that this person is, like, lying to you, basically. Someone here is lying to you. You have the Four of Pentacles, so maybe it's in order to keep some sort of money. Maybe you pay for a lot of shit, and your family likes that, and, you know, this relationship kind of helps with that in some sort of way. I don't know. I don't want to get into like family shit, but all I'm getting here is like, it's 100% factual that you've been being lied to. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's true that it was family, and it's true with imprisonment, some sort of trapping energy. That's literally the first word I said, trapping. So yeah, Leo, follow your gut. If, again, you're taking your love out of the situation, but now I feel like you're taking your love more, not just from the situation in this relationship, but like from this family. I feel like you're trying to detach now from a family. So it became something much bigger, right? It was something like, you know, I have to break up, and now it's like a family thing, you know? And again, that's what's going to really break your heart here. I don't even think it's this relationship. I think it's the fact that like whoever you trusted, you can't trust. But you see things very clearly. Support yourself and your ideas at this time. Support what your gut is telling you. Support those aspects of yourself. Look up the line, because I think it's very, again, Leo is the line. And again, I think that you're coming up upright in your element, right? Fire. And I just don't see you being wrong right now. I feel like everything that you're thinking is right. Everything that you're seeing through is also correct. Like everything, you're like at the, you're I don't know how to explain it, but you're like in your power. You know, and it sucks that like shit's going around you that's negative, and meanwhile you're in your power. Like this could be such a positive time for you if it would have been allowed, but it's not for some reason. There's a lot going on that doesn't seem fair or true, and I think that they're telling you you're gonna get out of this okay. It's just keep holding on to who it is that you are and what it is that you know to be true, right? It's like, again, if the sky is blue, the sky is blue. Like, you can't be listening to people telling you the sky is green. So, yeah. This is what I'm getting, Leo. Let's pull some advice for you. Wow, Leo. This is some crazy shit. Okay. I'm also getting something else now that I pulled these cards out. Remember in the reading I was saying, like, this is like someone seeing you super unhappy and you telling them, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy, right? We have happiness out here. So you're like saying to someone, I'm unhappy. And they see that and they're like, well, deal with it, or it's okay, you know, to be unhappy. Because, and I'm not saying like, I get that happiness is not something that can be achieved every day in a relationship. Like, again, I get that relationships have their ups and downs. I'm not saying that like I don't understand that. That's not the point of this. Like, again, it has nothing to do with like the ups and downs of a relationship. I feel like that's where someone's been trying to like misguide you. Well, you know, all relationships have their ups and downs, and all relationships are like, no. This is like about literally you being happy or not, and you being miserable, and someone telling you like, well, you know, if you give up on this, then, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel somebody being so stupid. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you're dealing with, but like, it's so dumb because it's like, I don't even think you're like a young person that's like 16 years old going through your first relationship. You're like, like this isn't really working out for me. And like, like I don't feel like an immature energy at all. I just feel like somebody's being like playing up, like I'm miserable, you know what I mean? And I'm young and I can meet someone else, and someone's being like, well, you can't do that. Like, I just feel like the dumbest energy. I'm so sorry. I'm being an asshole. Anyway, I'm getting here, Leo, that another story that I started to get with this was like, a lot of people might have told you lies about somebody that you felt was like a soulmate. This might not be for all of you. This might be for some of you. And it brought an ending to a relationship. It brought an ending because you like listened to these people. And now you're like, why did I listen to these people? Like what was the reason that I listened to them? If I was actually happy in this romance, if I was actually happy with this person, why did I listen? And I think that's the tower. So it doesn't matter either way, you were misguided and someone, lied to you. Like they weren't telling you the truth in any type of way. And I definitely think this is family because I have Fatima and she's the mother of imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So when I get Fatima, this talks a lot to me about culture and religion, right? Like, being with someone of the same culture, being someone of the same religion, like, of course, family would want that, right? Like, of course, family would want that, especially if you're a specific religion. It's like if you're whatever religion, your family wants you to, like, stay with a person in that religion, right? Like, I want you to marry someone that's the same religion as you, blah, 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 blah. Like, this goes into those, like, deeper things. But what I'm getting is, like, I think like core values is more important than religion, like do you believe, like how you respect life and like how you just want to live your life. I think like that's more important than any religion, because again, like you could be a terrible person but say like, well, I go to church every Sunday. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I think that is what matters most, and I think that's something that you can like agree with. So I feel it's pretty shitty for people to tell you that like because of this religion you cannot be with someone, or because of your religion you should be with someone. So however this is going to play out, I'm getting kind of like a scenario where people told you like this person was terrible, but it was only because, again, like they were not of your religion. So like they were never going to be on the side of this person that you really loved, because they're not the same culture, religion as you. So like this person was always going to lose, and you were asking people to be like objective and like tell me, just help me and guide me, and they were like, no, this person's bad for you, giving like a million excuses. Meanwhile, it only had to do with like religion or something like that, like a construct, right? And then again, this can go the other way, where you're breaking up with someone and people are like, well, you have to stay with them because you're the same religion or culture, or like that's what the family wants. I just feel a lot of pressure for no reason. Again, I don't think like because two people are the same religion that makes them like good people or better people or more to good to be together. Like I just feel like this is kind of stupid on your family's part, to be honest, and I'm not even ashamed of saying it. It's a fact. So like again, values is more important than any type of religion. Like again, I just feel like people could be terrible and be like going to mass every single day or going to church or wherever you go to pray, and you're like, oh well, I go like 5 to 10 times a day, like I'm a saint. Meanwhile, you could be like the most miserable person. So like that to me doesn't mean anything. It's like you just need to know who a person is by getting to know them, and your family here is just definitely misguiding you. So Leo, I know this was like a tough read, but again, stick true to like who you are, stay true to like what you want, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong in whatever it is that you're thinking. If you feel like your family is lying, they are. If you feel like you were being manipulated, that's the truth. Like anything that you're feeling right now, it's true. Again, like you're seeing through all the bullshit, and you're in your energy, you're in your element. So especially with the line here. So I just feel like you're not going to be, I honestly feel with the line, you're not going to be easy on these people, whoever this is, even if it's your family. You're not going to be easy on them because, again, I just hear the word like I trusted you and I was like kind of lied to, or kind of, again, misguided. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, Leo. It's a tough read. I love you guys. I hope this helps you though, and I'll see you next time. Bye.